These trades are from a simulated account for educational purposes. Results do not reflect live trading performance. With that being said, let me go into the trades. So I'll actually start with some trades I'm actually in. I'm actually in still Euro USD. And I'm actually still in UJ, and I already profited off GJ. So let's go ahead and start off with UJ. I'll actually go ahead on the daily and kind of show a few things. Probably delete a few things to make it look a little cleaner. Delete that, delete this, delete this, and this, right? Alrighty, so essentially, in terms of my swing trading strategy and everything that I use, was in a downtrend. It took out a low, it broke past this high, and it left fair value gaps here. So essentially, I'm looking for it to expand, which it did, and then come back into a fair value gap, which it did. So it hit the 618, and it's been bouncing off of that. Right, so that's why I initially took the trade off of. But if I bring some of my drawings back, here we go. It's actually doing it on a smaller time frame too, because you could kind of see what I just said on the daily. You can see it on the daily time frame, but on the 4 hour, looks cleaner. Well, there's another setup occurring, which is basically the same thing, right? It was in a downtrend, it took out a low, it broke past this high strongly, and it left a gap. And honestly, if it came into this gap, this is the world block down here. If it came into this gap here, or even this gap here, well, which it did, and it bounced, it'd even be, I mean, good for a setup. So I actually hope it does come to the 70, so I can actually get in. And if I got in at the 70, I'm pretty sure the risk reward would be about a 2.4 here. Yeah, 2.34. So we're still in this trade. We're currently up a little $500 in this simulated account. We had gotten in about 1.1825. So apparently we're up about 40 pips. Euro USD long. Yep. 28826. And it's currently 867. All right, so that's Euro USD. And I mean, the main reason I'm saying that again, not saying that again, but I believe Euro USD is bullish because I believe the dollar is bearish. I believe it's going to go to the downside and take out this low. The only reason it could go bullish, in my opinion, for me to believe it's going bullish, it would have to take out this high. It would have to take out this high. But I'm aiming for that low. It already bounced off the 618, and it's in an imbalance right here. So I believe this is bearish. And if this is bearish, Euro USD is going to be bullish, and GU is going to be bullish. So that's why I took the trade, and could almost take my money now, but I'm gonna hold it for TP up here. And for a smaller time frame, if it did come to this to 70 here, how many pips would that be if it did come up? I might set a buy limit right there, 115 pips. So I might even set a alert right there. Alert says buy limit, so I can get in a trade here. So I can go up there. Alrighty, now let's go to UJ, right? So UJ, it was in an uptrend, took out a high, it came down, it cleanly broke this low here, and it came back into a huge gap over here, right? I sold. Straight up sold. Apparently I got in right around here, so I assume on this candle. And it just came just shy of TP so far. It started playing around right around TP. And since it started playing around, I just took most of my position. I was in with about 70,000 units, so I took 60,000 and left 10,000. So this is looking pretty good. And obviously UJ should be doing the opposite of EU, so It tanked, and I believe it's going to continue tanking, at least for now. So it should be doing the opposite of EU for the most part. And now UJ, or USD JPY, and GBP JPY, they should be for the most part moving the same way. So the trade I took here, oh, excuse me, we can go ahead and go ahead and label it out. So I saw an uptrend right here. So I'll essentially take out a high. Then I saw it take out some structure that I liked. And I put a fib from high to low. And this area right here is the area I'm looking to get in, as long as I can kind of see a gap in there. And actually came up above the 79. And I bounced off this area right here. Now, I did not get in at the 79. You can get in anywhere from the 618 to the 79, but obviously, if someone got in at the 79, the setup was a 3.74. At the 70, it was a 2.34, and at the 618, it was 1.58, and this thing just kept going. It just tanked. If you held from the 618, gave you basically 1 to 4.5, 1 to 6, 1 to 9, right? So those are essentially the trades I took last week. I have proof right here in my orders and whatnot. I can go into my order history, filled. So this was GJ. I essentially got in for a sell. Oops. Move this out the way. GJ. I'm trying to, it's kind of confusing looking in the order history like this. Order history. Alrighty, yep. So I sold here with 100,000 units, and fill price was 213,443. 213,443. So I got in pretty close to the 50 here, between the 50 and the 618 in this area right here. And I aimed for this low, and it killed it. So this low is about 211.70, right? Like 211.57, right? So I got out of that trade. And like I said, with USD JPY, I took out 60,000, right? I was in with 70,000. I took out 60,000 at 1.53 if we go back. What did I say? 645? 153, 645. So I actually got out a little earlier than I would like, but I liked the profit at the time, so I just got out. And then obviously I left 10,000 left, so I almost want to get out of it now, but I'll leave it. So yeah, those are my 3 trades for last week. This account was at 100,000, so I just went ahead and made basically $2,200 profit, and I got out. So I took 3 trades: EU, UJ, and GJ. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you around.